Out for my morning light, sipping not plain fucking water. Which makes sense, because why would you drink plain water? It doesn't nourish, it doesn't hydrate, it doesn't taste good. I want to touch base on a couple things. With the live calf jumps and spinal hygiene webinar I'm hosting a week from today. There are some of you reaching out saying you never received an email from me. I have been told that I've been going to some people's spams. So check your spam. If I'm still not in there, I'm crazy diligent on getting back to everybody. So if some glitch, there was some where some woman's response was attached to another man's and he never responded, and so she never saw it and all this stuff. So just reach out, DM me, find some way to message me in some way. Two, the concern of, has the registration link been sent out yet? Because I'm doing it through Zoom and doing it through a webinar, and I only want who pays and who actually wants to be there and who gets it. I'm going to do a registration link to allow just the one person in. I don't have any idea how to use Zoom webinar yet, nor how to do a registration link. So when I figure that out, which will be this weekend, I'll be sending everybody who's signing up an email, a follow-up email, and then I will... No shit. A fucking seal like 10 feet offshore. Hey, little bud. Hey, what are you doing? Holy shit. That's badass. All right, I will be sending follow-ups because we've got some good numbers of people who want to check out these two moves specifically and see the depths that I've explored them over 21 and 12 years, respectively. And another follow-up and brush up as to what this class is and is not. It is a straight-up tutorial on how I've experimented with and dove into, and the reasons I do calf jumps and spinal hygiene as my first movement inputs of my day. They're non-negotiables. They sometimes are the only thing that I do that day as far as the training input goes. But you have to understand the training principles to understand how that's even possible. And so this is strictly for the depths of those two things. There's 7 spinal hygiene moves and 1 calf jump move, but we'll go into reasons why to do them, the importance of them according to me, how they've affected my life, how I've seen them affect patients' lives, and so on. And then troubleshooting certain things, and some other things that I've discovered just in diving into them millions of times for over 2 decades. And again, some people who have bought my book, The Spinal Hygiene and the Bouncing, is in the book, but I couldn't get into the depths of this stuff. Either 1, there wasn't enough pages. 2, I wasn't aware because that was 4 years ago and I'm a completely different person now. So that's what it is. What it is not, there's people reaching out like, hey, will this help my XYZ injury? Will this help relieve my XYZ pain? And this is not injury specific. That is what I do. Injuries are what I do in the one-on-ones for the most part. Some people hit me up before they experience an injury to their awareness level. But injury or pain or symptoms of any kind, that's reserved for deep friggin' dives in one-on-one Zooms. The evaluation and the plan and why, and bringing the whole body in, not just calf jumps and the spinal hygiene moves. We go into all these sections that you get. The people who have worked with me understand the depths of what we're doing. Those evaluations for specific injuries or the concept of injury are putting people in a position for them to heal themselves and then understand future injuries that are going to come because they're just living such a rad life that's how the body works. But now they're equipped to know how to resolve everything on their own without having to see any other practitioner. The only other practitioner you would ever have to see is if there's a medical case or something deeper. You got Cassie. That's it. I don't know anybody else. Not because we're trying to hoard the market. I don't know anybody else because nobody else practices true anything anymore. Zero. You can't say 98% truth and then spin it for your last 2%. Imagine hanging out with somebody who is like, I lie 2% of the time, just want to let you know before you get into this relationship. That's every practitioner I've ever met, ever, that I know of right now. And I've seen A lot. Because there's a lot of people sending us shit. They're like, oh my God, they're finally saying what you guys are saying. Oh, they're so like-minded. Or worse yet, people are commenting in posts as a professional in comments. We are so far not the same. So anyway, those appointments for specific injuries, that's a Zoom, that's a one-on-one, that is a reserved for you and I. That is a whole nother ball game. This is for the calf jumps and bouncing. This is for the full spinal hygiene routine. Reasons why I do them every single day, why I urge people to do them that work with me. They're a non-negotiable in my life. And then exactly how I've utilized them, exactly how I've applied the training principles within them, exactly how they're undefeated because they keep punching back, and then guide you on how you can make them yours moving forward and how you're going to be able to perform them in any state of being. Doesn't matter how you're feeling, doesn't matter what's going on, doesn't matter. It's not a solution for whatever symptoms you've got of healing, because that's a deeper dive either into injury or medicine, and you got two names for that. But there is a way that sometimes I don't feel like bouncing. Sometimes I rolled my freaking ankle. Sometimes I broke my foot. Sometimes I hurt my back. Yeah. And then you heal it. There is ways to implement these into your life at any state of being, and I will show you. So anyway, so there's some more details on that. Stay tuned, and we'll leave it at that for now. All right. Where's our little guy? All right, I'm gonna go find a seal, a loose seal.